ladies and gamers, welcome back. Now, as I said in the previous episode, I was going to show one of my ships that I built, and this is one of them. And I wanted it to have a red theme to it, kind of like 80s sci-fi, if you want to call it that. And that's why you have the red here on the side and on the front. And what I'm going to do with this ship, I'm actually going to modify it. So I'm going to remove all of these vents or ventilations. I actually don't quite know what they are supposed to be. I think they are actually purely ventilation. And look at that. It looks much better, at least according to me. I do like this effect a lot. So let's just switch all of them so we can actually get this over with. There we go. But now we need to change those. When it comes to these different types of glass, you have inverted ones, which are those with the arrows on them. And those without the arrows are not inverted at all. But then I actually did ask myself a question, pretty much not answer myself a question. I asked, crap. Balls. There we go. I did ask myself the question, why are there some glass windows that are lacking? Like, why aren't they actually showing up? And I actually think that the developers themselves pretty much have actually made so that you can pretty much do whatever you want with the glass types. And now it's all switched out. Let's remove the HUD. Looks much better, at least according to me. It looks way better. And I'm also going to show you something that a guy actually did show me in a video. I'm just going to place one cockpit over there, and as you can see here, it's a piston. And it was actually shown in a video by Previsham Gaming, I think his name is. And I did build a piston door with a British flag, well, British/Swedish crossing flag. But anyway, I like it the way it is. Anyway, let's enter, let's press K, and I'm going to show you how it's actually done. Top door, let's put it in reverse. And let's press P, and there you go. It actually moves. You can actually lock it in place with these landing gears. And if we go into the actual mechanism, you can see that the guide rails are actually slightly off. And that is because for a reason, pretty much. And now it's actually just messing with me pretty much. For some reason, I don't know why. Can I possibly repair it? I cannot. Okay, this problem has never happened with the door before. So I'm going to do like so that I'm actually going to close it. And when I see that it is closed, then I'm just going to pull full throttle and go all the way back. Because you need a set amount of speed. I wanted it to be 0-80, but 1 will actually do, I hope. There you go. As you can see, speed is key pretty much. And it wasn't forced in, as you can see on the block. It's not been dented or anything like that. So that is why I like the piston door. It opens, and it opens in a perfect hole because I did do some math, and I do suck at math. And then I can actually lock it in place right there if I want to fly with the door open. Here is one of the first ships that's been modified. It's supposed to be a cargo vessel, pretty much. Like if you have a cargo somewhere, then it will actually bring it down. Also take note that this ship is not actually fully in place. Like it's not what I want it to be, if I put it like that. And here we have two, oh crap, two cockpits, but I don't care because we're going to change out these. There we go. Now we have windows on the top side as well. And let's just add one cockpit there, and one there, and now we're actually good to go. And then, if you all noticed, I do have a cockpit here in the front, but this wasn't planned to have this cockpit here at all. It was just planned to be, how should I put it, like purely cosmetic, if we put it like that. And if we go down here, we can actually see how everything glows red, and it's all because I have interior lighting, and I've changed it all. Oh, sorry, I've changed it all to red. That is why. And also I needed to change all of this to red as well, but I couldn't just block it off because it would look pretty strange. Well, let's see which side is which on that stupid block. Come on! Is that the right side? There we go. So, well, it's somewhat... And these two lights were not meant to glow red, but it kind of fits. And here you have another cockpit, which is actually meant for when you open and close the top door, when you're inside the actual ship. So there is no way to enter the ship from this hatch without the usage of a cockpit. This ship is also meant to be a slight trade frigate. So let's just close this up. And as you can see right here, now you can see how the actual guiding rails or the landing gears actually function. They guide the massive door into place. And if you go at a set speed, a pretty fast speed, then it won't dent, it won't bend, it won't do anything. However, it cannot withstand as much strain like on the actual gears. So now it's actually locked in place. And as you can see, it's a pretty tight seal. Well, it is a tight seal. But the actual door can actually slide back and forth and yada yada yada. Because when you have too many gyros and you have loose objects or objects that can move on your ship, then they will break or they can actually loosen and stuff like that. And as you can see, it can break on 3 places. It can it can break on the first rotor, second rotor, or the third rotor. And for some reason I can't properly speak today. I don't know why. I'm mutating. I can't speak. Anyway, and as you can see, this is pretty much a testing rig, and I did add a ship to it. Just because, hey, why not? So this can slide back and forth, but this is a failed design. A really failed design, because as you can see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 blocks at this lower rotor, and that is not what you want. Personally, on the one on the ship, I shortened it. I removed 1 block, so I only have 1, 2 blocks, and then I have 3 including the rotor. And then I actually kept this length on the rotor on top of there, but I think I shortened it by 1 block. I'm not quite sure yet. And as you can see, some of the testing have done some strains on it, because if we have this one pushing out too far out, then the top one won't have a forward motion. Instead, this lower part will move like that, and this one will move like that. It will be pushed up against this wall instead. And here is another one that I did build. It's supposed to be a sliding door, and it did fail somewhat. I haven't exactly figured out what type of scale I need it to be in order to actually fit the door that I want to use it on. And I can actually show you all the rear of this ship if you're all interested in that. As you can see, 6 thrusters, stupid mobile phone, I hate you. I added the yellow here just to go with the beacon, and I don't think that you can see the name. I actually called this ship Silverdyne, and it's pretty much, how should I put it? If people know what a silverfish is, it's pretty much supposed to represent that. And here you can see the thrusters to go up. There you have thrusters to go back. And on the top here you have thrusters to go down. Here are the 2 cockpits. And this is an experimental ship. It's a proper experimental ship. It's not meant for anything else. It's just purely an experiment that I'm working on. As you can see underneath it, it's not even armored by the conveyors. And I will actually, hopefully, make a good ship in due time. Like, I have made a few good ships, but the problem with me is I can't design ships. Like, I can't design good ships at all. I've only built one good ship. One single good ship is all I've built. And for some reason, the save file got corrupted. So a ship that I spent in total 8 hours and 20 minutes on building and designing, which was pretty much finished. It was only the interior left. And what do you know? It all went to hell. So, yeah, I lost my ship. We're crying. Anyway, now I hope you enjoyed this little tour of Silverdyne ship. I can show you some of my other ships, but they are not as good looking as this one. And I don't know what you think, but I really like the glasses, that they are dark tinted. As you can see right here, it glows red much further now. So as you see it passes by, you can just see a red stripe on its side. Whoa! Stupid jetpack! I was meant to press C and not X. I don't know about you, but I really do like it. Anyway, everybody, this is the video for today, and hopefully I will release another video later today if I can get someone to join me, and hopefully we can actually build a ship or just have some fun, build a couple of races, drive around the track, or something like that. So I'll catch you all in the next video.